For most of my life, I've had a simple dream. Ever since I was a little boy, I longed to participate in an activity that seemed adrenaline pumping and almost larger than life. Being the impressionable young lad that I was, and seeing the likes of Shawn and Sonic the Hedgehog shred on these flat boards doing crazy tricks and bombing hills left me with a resolute determination that one day I would participate in this awesome sport. I have never forgotten this feeling, and every year I was in college I attempted to go snowboarding. But unfortunately, it wasn't until this year, after I graduated, that my dream was finally realized. This is my first time snowboarding.
He's got the breath knocked out. Oh yeah!
Our journey begins on a Friday afternoon. I was hard at work and packing at the same time, waiting for my boys Caleb and Grant to show up. Although where I was, it was relatively warm, our destination had temperatures more appropriate to downhill board sliding. As the time to leave got nearer, my anticipation grew, but there was one small problem.
Wait, what do you mean you have to work late?
So, since Caleb was no longer joining us, Grant and I set off for the Great Smoky Mountains, the Cataloochee ski area. We arrived after dark and checked into our motel, which was very nice for what it was, and its 50s vibes and appliances made us feel like we were simultaneously on Route 66 and in the Appalachian Mountains.
What you think, dude? Isn't it nice?
Oh yeah, got Shark Tank on you. Caleb finally showed up late that night, and we started the next day with a hearty pancake breakfast, and with that, it was time for the main event. Before we get to the ski area, let's take inventory of our skills on board sports. Of the three of us, I have the most experience, with most of that experience coming from skateboarding. Caleb can ride a skateboard, I would say, pretty well, but most of his experience comes from riding a ripstick. You guys remember those things, right? They were really weird, but super cool back in the late 2000s. Yeah, well, Caleb can ride one of those pretty dang well. Grant has ridden a skateboard before. Grant certainly had the least amount of board sport experience amongst the three of us. Although he also tried his hand at skidboarding, he was certainly in for a rougher day ahead. Or was he? I had heard that snowboarding is completely different to skateboarding, and I might as well go in without any experience, which is a promising notion to be sure. So I stepped in the sweet local snow and skate shop right next door to our motel for some pointers on how to transition from wheels to no wheels, and armed with that knowledge, we prepared to ascend the mountain and get hurt.
If this is not style or fashion, I don't know what it is, you know what I'm saying? Alright guys, before we go, what are your thoughts? You guys excited? You feeling good? You feeling nervous?
I believe that I was told that I'm going to bruise my tailbone, so
That's
yeah,
awesome.
I've just been preparing mentally for that.
Okay, now that we're here, how are you guys feeling? Are you more nervous or more excited or?
I gotta pee so bad.
Well, I do too, but we're gonna hold it all day. Alright guys, how do we look? We look ridiculous. I look ridiculous. Like I got this helmet on.
I don't know why you're.
This is gonna be fun. I'm excited. Are you guys excited?
I mean,
We'll
not
see.
like, I don't feel excited, but like I know I'll be having fun, so it's like more like the anticipation of a possible fun
There you go.
experience.
It's gonna be great though. We're gonna bust our faces and our rumps. We don't have butt pads, which is apparently a thing. So yeah.
Since we were complete noobs at this, we had to rent all of our gear, and some of us looked better than others with our gear. But it didn't matter about how goofy we looked, because it was potted meat day at Cataloochee.
Let's see that potted, dude, it's potted meat day.
Potted meat day.
With our gear sorted out, we headed to the beginner's area, which was like a 15-foot tall hill with a treadmill lift. Well, this is going to be harder than I thought. We ran this hill many times and got slightly better with each run, but we were still struggling, and unfortunately my large snowsuit with a French flag down the side became unfit for the warmer than expected midday temperatures. After spending a ludicrous amount of money on a pair of snow pants, it was back to the mild slope. After a few more runs, we were tired of the crowd and decided that maybe we were ready for a bigger challenge. So we hopped on the lift to the easiest proper slope at Cataloochee. As we ascended the slope, we increasingly got the feeling that perhaps we were in over our heads here. Brief intermission. Hey guys, I just wanted to take a brief second to ask you to like, comment, subscribe to help me grow my channel because I really want it to grow so I can make even better content. Okay, thanks, bye, now back to the video.
What do you think so far, Grant?
It's hard.
It is harder. We're gonna try an actual one. This is called Easy Way, and we'll just see how it goes.
You good, man? Yeah, it's probably easier having only one person get off that thing, isn't it?
Believe it or not, we actually did better on this slope than in the beginner area, which I believe was due to the sparse number of other snow sliders in comparison to the beginner area. What happened, man?
My clips got stuck, and
Did you cut yourself?
no, it bent my nail all the way back.
Oh,
But what did we do? I went to shake it, and there was blood in the snow everywhere. It's kind of creepy. But I made it down all the way in one go.
Yeah.
And stopped and stayed up.
boy, we're good.
I was like, bro.
After spending a decent amount of time on the first slope, we decided that regardless of whether we were ready for it or not, we were going to crank it up and try an intermediate slope. We paid for this lift ticket and gear rental, and we're gonna get our money's worth, dang it.
So we did the beginner one like what, 4 times? Three
Three or four times.
right? And we're deciding to jump to the next one. Why are we doing this? It might be fun.
I guess.
When we attempted this slope, well, it went a little bit better than expected.
Whoa! You ready, man? Oh yeah. Are you?
Yeah.
You sure?
No.
Okay. You got it. Oh, wait. Get it. Get the. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get it. That was awesome.
After running that slope for a while, we decided to kick it up another notch and try an even harder slope. Unfortunately, this one would turn out to be a bad idea for me, as down the slope, this happened.
Oh! You good? No. Where'd you get hit? My elbow first. Oh, okay, so not your head.
See, this lady in front of me stopped, and I, being the noob that I was, couldn't stop properly, and I wiped out and landed on my pelvis pretty hard. I have bruised my tailbone in the past, and I thought that's what happened again. And for those of you that have ever had a bruised tailbone, you know how painful that can be. Luckily for me, though, I did not bruise my tailbone and only bruised my pelvis, which somehow was much better. Anyway, the rest of that run was dope. Well, not for Grant, apparently, as he almost had a worse accident than I did.
How you feeling, man? That one about did us in, didn't it?
Did you hear what happened to him?
No, I heard a little bit of it. Tell us. Regale us with the tail.
So like when you saw like where you had the rails, skating on the rails, right after that there's like a hill that goes straight down.
Yep.
Yeah.
That one's spooky.
I dangled. I was halfway down there. I'm not joking. I was.
Oh no!
Yeah, I was, like, it
I'm
was like
sorry,
this,
dude.
And I was just like carefully, really slowly to like undo that, and I got it, and I threw it up and I had to climb. Like I'm not. That's what took me
Holy crap, dude! I'm sorry.
It's like, yeah, that's what took me forever, and I was like, oh my god.
We're like, do we need to go get him? But we can't really go back up.
No, like I said, I was fine. It took me very, very, very carefully to get back up that hill.
Dang, man, I'm sorry.
After that, we decided to call it quits. Well, at least we should have called it quits. This run turned out to be the death of us. We were exhausted and essentially crashed our way down this slope, with me repeating that same crash multiple times. It was so bad, and we were so exhausted, that I don't even have any footage of this. We were done.
How we feeling, guys?
Oh, yes.
Would you do it again?
Yeah.
I absolutely would do it again. We are in a lot of pain, but we're having a lot of fun still.
Pretty sure my neck is messed up.
That's good. I can't sit down right, so.
But it's all good because it was potted meat day.
I just want to say happy potted meat day.
Battered and broken, we descended the mountain looking forward to a hot meal and some R&R. The next day, we grabbed some much-needed coffee and set out to explore the Cataloochee Valley segment of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. The drive was gorgeous, and the mountains offered stellar views that made us get lost in the temperate wonderland that I feel right at home in. We explored some historic homestead buildings that were, not exactly up to code.
Hey, just come here, stay right here. Do not move, okay?
Why? Holy.
And met the current resident of the home.
Jacob, you came to see some elk.
I found one.
It's good.
Little cow here. There's actually another cow in the back.
It's true.
Is this where you live? Is this your house? Nice place you got here. Hey, do you know an upholstery guy? You probably need to get that taken care of. Like, that's nasty. When's the last time you had this place clean? Does your landlord know? I'll tell him. Don't walk away from me. I'm still gonna tell him. I know who he is. Yeah. Walking away from responsibility. Just wait till the landlord finds out.
We spent some more time there until unfortunately it was time to go home. We stopped at the top of Tallulah Gorge on the way back for one last mini adventure and said our goodbyes until our next adventure. Although my butt is still sore as I edit this video, I do not regret this trip in any way, and I would go snowboarding again in a heartbeat. Any trip with close friends is bound to be memorable, and the many bumps and weird things along the way only serve to make the trip more memorable. If you guys watching this take one thing away from this video, it's to not let your insecurities or fears stop you from chasing your dreams or trying something new. We made complete fools of ourselves out there, and I wanted to show that here just to prove that everyone is a beginner at everything at some point, and the only way to progress past that is to begin. Don't sit around waiting on your goals and self-improvement to just happen. You have to venture forth and grab them, and if nothing else, you'll have a fantastic adventure along the way. Because at the end of the day, adventures are what make life interesting. And you know what they say, when it's good, it's fun, and when it's bad, it's funny. So go have an adventure of your own, no matter what it is, and remember to get outdoors, because you might just want to stay there. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to see more content like this, and support the channel. I really want to grow my channel, and the best way to help me do this is to interact with this video. I have lots of great things planned for 2021, and I hope you'll stick around to see them. See you next time.
Thanks for coming with me, boys.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been a dream of mine for years.
Well, dream fulfilled.
All right, now I can die.
Good. Crank it up.
All right.